Welcome back to the EVS class. In the previous class, we have seen about the teeth and about the tongue. In this class, I will be taking the topic of saliva. What is saliva? We have talked about a lot about saliva, that we have salivary glands in our mouth, and this saliva gets mixed with the food what we eat, and then it gets swallowed in the food pipe. So what is saliva? The liquid present inside the mouth is known as saliva. It is secreted by the salivary glands. What you need to recall, what is saliva, what is the definition of saliva, and from where it is being secreted. What is the origin source of saliva? It helps to soften the food and chew the food properly. The chewed food becomes semi-solid, which becomes easy to swallow. So you know that any rough thing, any difficult thing which cannot be swallowed will not be accepted by the food pipe. So when this watery thing, which is saliva, gets mixed with the food becomes softer. When the food becomes softer, it becomes easily swallowable, right? So this is the main function of saliva. Saliva is a liquid present inside the mouth, and it is being secreted by the salivary glands. Now, the next is food pipe. The semi-solid food passes through a long tube called food pipe or esophagus. It is connected to the stomach. What is this food pipe? You can see the long tube, long pipe, which is called food pipe or esophagus. You need to recall this, food pipe or esophagus. Then the stomach. The stomach is a muscular hollow sac which holds the food for about 3 to 4 hours. Here the food is mixed with digestive juices, which further helps in breaking the food, and food is turned into a smooth paste. From here the food passes to the small intestine. So whatever the food we intake to the body is mainly kept at the stomach. For 3 to 4 hours, food is there in stomach, where it gets mixed with the digestive juices and it gets break, and then it turns into a smooth paste. After turning the smooth paste, it reaches to the small intestine. The small intestine absorbs the nutrition from the food. It is approximately 20 feet in the length. After the food is digested, the blood carries it to different parts of the body, which produces energy. So what is the function of a small intestine? It absorbs the essential elements, essential nutrients from the food. This small intestine is 20 feet, but because it is coiled, it is rounded up, so that doesn't look that long. So, but the length is 20 feet. From here, the food reaches to the large intestine. The undigested food is passed to the large intestine, which is about 5 feet in length. Here, water and salt is absorbed. In large intestine, water and salt is absorbed. The undigested food or waste is thrown out of the body through anus as feces. So, after the absorption of all nutrients and water and salt, whatever is left, which has been thrown out from the body, is called feces. F-A-E-C-E-S. You need to mark this word. Okay? This is called feces. So the last part of the digestive system is called anus. Now, tips for healthy digestion. What you need to do for the healthy digestion: eat your food at the proper time. Chew the food properly. So many students I have seen, what they do, they just put the bite in your mouth and they swallow without the chewing it. Drink lots of water. Now it is summer started, so you have to be taking care of the water. Say no to junk food. Avoid junk foods because that is not healthy. The body, the digestive system has to work a lot to digest the junk food. Last but not the least, don't overeat and eat healthy. Right? You know now that whatever you eat, it gets digested in 3 to 4 hours. So don't do that you are keeping on eating. Okay? You have to take a proper gap after you're eating. and whatever you eat, that should be healthy enough. There is something written in the did you know area. Muscles contract in waves to move the food down the esophagus. This means that food would get to a person's stomach even if they were standing on their head. So there are a lot of muscles in the food pipe which automatically give pass to the food. So like if you are standing from your head, the food will automatically reach to stomach. This is something very interesting. So I hope with this last thing we have ended up the digestive system. Respiratory system I will be starting in the next video.